Hello everyone. Today we're going to go through a couple of things in the R7 tool, the new and improved version, in discussing the field monitoring tool, how to utilize it in season, and just some of the tips and tricks around that. So your growers are able to engage as much as they possibly can, especially through the Grower mobile app that some owners are able to receive this summer already. So we're going to get started. My screen looks a little bit different than your guys's, so I'll explain that a little bit, but we'll just get started from the very beginning. So at first you're going to see there's a new weather pane here. If you don't have this information, you can simply click on your user profile and go to your profile to select exactly where your latitude and longitude needs to be. At first, on the right-hand side, the first steps that you're going to see, you guys will not see this selected retailer drop down. You will obviously only be able to see the growers that belong to your retailer, but you will still see this grower drop down as well as a season. So I'm going to go ahead and select AgTech Prospects just to show you guys as a dummy account that our internal Winfield United users use. So first, when you get in here, you're going to have this select grower drop down. You guys might not see anybody in this drop down list. So you can simply click on Edit Favorites. And this is going to be a great way because you will see every single grower that does belong to your retailer. So this is a great way for you guys to be able to develop a list of 15 customers, a list of 20 customers, whatever that might be, that do belong to you. And then all you simply do is select this Favorites star, and then you're able to be able to add that to your list. Once you click Done, that grower is going to be in your list now for you guys to be able to go through from a day-to-day resource. So I'm going to go ahead and select my grower that I want to show you guys today. And then, like I said, your screen looks a little bit different. So once you select your grower, this button up here is going to say Grower. All you have to do is click on that, and that information is going to show up within that grower customer. So I'm going to go ahead. Here's my grower selected, and then you guys will be able to see your farm name. So just like we have in the past, Grower, Farm, and Field is the way that we have everything organized. And from this new view, you can see that if you select whatever you're looking for, farm name, grower name, whatever that might be, it looks like you need to click this next button. You can, otherwise you can just simply double click and it will open up your field list. So like I said, you can see that we're moving just right from left to right, all the way from that grower, farm, and field structure, and you will see all of your information. So from here, this is where you guys can then organize and say, okay, which fields need to be enrolled. Again, primarily focusing on field monitoring tool today, because again, that is that tracking mechanism of how your fields are trending, above average, within the average, or below the average. And you can see that here on the far right. Obviously right now, we're in the April timeframe of 2020, so nothing of ours have been planted. These are fields that we have at our place. And so I wanted to just give you guys this as an example. All of these hybrids and varieties were just thrown in here for this demo purpose as well. But you can see again on the right hand of the screen, each of those green pins are where these fields are. The blue pin is where that customer lives. So that's our home place from that perspective. So once you get to this list, like I said, and what we've always had previous, if you need to add a field, you simply click Add Field, and you're still going to get those same editing tools that we've had in the past. If you don't need to, you can just click Cancel, whatever that might be. If all of your fields are here in this list, there's an easy way to manage them. When I say manage them, that means if we need to put the planting date in, if we need to update the crop from last year's crop to this year's crop and what that will potentially be, and then being able to enroll and subscribe to be able to use the field monitoring tool. So once you edit your fields, everything's in here. This is all the fields that the grower will be planting for this season. You can go ahead and click this Manage button, and this will open up the management tools for this particular grower. This makes it so much easier to be able to do everything all at once instead of having to edit all of the field details one by one. So you can see here, we've got all of our field lists, the current season, the crop. So again, I can go ahead and just edit these things. And like we said earlier, you can just type everything in. So it doesn't, you don't need to scroll through the whole list. Obviously putting in the planting date. Right now, we just have something in here. That way we can show it as a demo for the field monitoring tool. But again, those field trends will not come into play until you have a planting date in there. And again, accuracy is the best way to do it. So obviously being able to do it right after they plant, or when that customer is done, just simply sit down with them, communicate with them when planting season's over and get things started. Then you can simply put in your product brands. So if they've got 2 products in the field, that's our max still from that perspective. We just, again, put in all cropland hybrids and varieties just for this demo purpose. So again, you can go in here and change. I didn't change anything, so I don't need to save. But again, save each page that you have from that perspective. And again, it's nice because it's all right here, one-stop shop. The next thing that you'll need to do is click on the enrollment button. So for the field monitoring tool to work, you just simply need all in-season images to be turned on. So like we said, you can just simply click on this box up here at the top instead of individually going into each field. I just did select all for everything because we also do our variable rate prescriptions for seed recommendations through the R7 tool. So we did that there as well. And then if you again changed anything, you just simply click save. And this enrollment summary report just gives you an Excel file of all of these fields and what enrollment package they're in case you need it. The final step that you will need to do for field monitoring tool is the subscription part. So normally you're going to select all for all of these fields. And like I said, you have to have the planting date to work or entered in order for the field monitoring tool to work. So here, like I said, is just another place to add in that planting date. So for my recommendation, make sure you've got the crops and everything entered under this field management tab. Again, as well as the brand of product for your reference, for the grower's reference. You can do the planting dates here as well. Simply enroll, select all, or the group of fields that you want for in-season imagery. And then final step is the field monitoring tool subscription. Again, if you're making any edits, you'd simply click save, and then you are ready to go. So then you can simply go back to your fields and be able to look at everything from that perspective once that season is rolling. So like I said, when you come in here, you can see that my fields have been trending for a little while. Again, as a reminder, we're still getting imagery into the tool today, but there is nothing planted in the field. So what's trending right now might be ground coverage from last year's crop. It might be any strip till fields that we had with equipment running over it, moving all of the crop cover to be able to make it a different color from that initial point. So from this perspective, we can always come back in to each of these fields and double click, like I said, and then you're still going to get the same choices that you've had in the past. When it comes to maps, for example, you can come in here, you can see that your archive maps are still here just like they normally were from years past in the R7 tool, as well as in-season maps. So again, if it's a new seasoned field, sometimes it takes a little bit to load the imagery in. And like I said, our imagery hasn't technically shut off, so you're going to still see some images like you can see here from November all the way into March and April, early April here. And for this perspective, for this particular field, it's a really interesting piece. This is a waterway today, lower part of the ground, and this is a higher part of the ground. Again, just ground coverage is different. This field was strip tilled, and so you're able to look at it from that perspective. So there's a couple of new views in the tool on how you look at imagery. So instead of the bar that we used to have on the far right for the legend of what NDVI values there were, you're able to see that here from this graph view. And then you have the ability to look at two different images together, and then you simply click this compare button. And what's really unique is you're able to look at how different the field could have been, or what change happened from one field or one map, excuse me, to the next map just a few short days later. Obviously, you're not seeing a ton of differences right now, and you can look at these views a little bit different from this perspective. But again, you're able to utilize this a lot in season, and you can take a lot from that perspective in conversation with your customer, especially when, again, you might be doing trials in a field, you might have hybrid or variety differences, you might have different tillage practices that you had for this year. There might be specific cover crops that are on this specific acre too, and or any different management strategy from that perspective. So I wanted to show you guys that piece today. Hopefully that walks through it pretty quickly. Again, please feel free to reach out to any of our Winfield United DSMs, any of your digital technology managers, and then be able to ask those questions moving forward. Finally, I wanted to take you to the My Tools section. That's where you're going to find all of the seed information that we've always had. So seed information, nothing has changed there. The view looks a little bit different, so go ahead and play in those. All of that information, again, is utilized and is in here for you guys to take advantage of. Field monitoring tool, like I said, as well, is able to be looked at from this view too, and looking at this particular grower, like I said, and what these fields look like. So from that perspective, that's what I wanted to go through today. Again, please feel free to look in here. It looks different, but the tool is initially very, very similar in the same as it always has been. So take full advantage of this, utilize this information and data, and be able to communicate it to your grower customers. This is a great way, again, daily, they're able to look at things a little bit different. I am going to open up this really quick. This is just an example of what the grower mobile app will look like. So this is a particular owner. We're looking through what this demo is going to look like. And if you look to the far right, you're going to see two different images of what the grower customer is going to be able to see. So again, the important information of having the right crop, having the right hybrid or variety attached to the field, and then being able to utilize the field monitoring tool will allow that grower customer to be able to look at their app each and every day and see where their fields are trending, see what different things are happening on a day-to-day basis, and then be able to communicate with you as the agronomist back and forth on any different management strategy that we need to kind of pull through with. So if there's any other questions, feel free to reach out to anybody with Winfield United, and we will go from there. But thank you so much for listening. And again, utilize this tool. It's right at your fingertips. It only takes a little bit of time for management up front, and then you can let the tool run for the rest of the season. Thank you.